Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. SCW presents Ascension, one of our larger events of the year on this YouTube channel. This is where we culminate things and end our season in 2025 before we come back the next year. Folks, thank you all for tuning in. Hi, I'm Shaggy Black. I will be your hostess for the mostest this evening. We have the possibility of seeing new champions, and some foes will be disposed, but also Ascension is known for one thing, and that is the ladder match of the evening, where one man and now one woman will climb that ladder and pull down a briefcase holding a contract that will guarantee them a number one contendership for the SCW men's and women's world titles. Folks, not gonna hold you. I am excited to start. We're gonna kick off with our first ladder match of the night. Let's head down to the ring. Folks, we're in digital Detroit, Michigan, and we're kicking off with the women's ladder match.
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making her way to the ring, representing the Islanders, from San Francisco, California, the Samoan Princess.
Sefina being in the building representing the Samoan Society. It is her opportunity to bring that SCW Women's Championship to the Samoan Society. And also, her cousin-in-arms, the Big Oos, Dwayne Fox, will be defending his world title later tonight. But an early victory for the Samoan Society here tonight would be Sefina pulling down that contract. But she's got 5 other women in this match that could deter her, and this is one of them.
And from Seoul, South Korea, Hana Dae.
Hana Dae, of course. This being, of course, not just her first opportunity, it's every woman's first opportunity here to be in this ladder match, but she will be one of the other women in this match that will have been 2-time SCW Women's Champion. And of course, she had a stipulation attached to her earlier in the year, because if Champagne Knight holds that SCW World Championship, Hana Dae couldn't go after the title. But be that as it may, she has an opportunity here tonight to climb that ladder and get pretty much a get out of jail free card to pull down that briefcase and challenge for that title. But also, Champagne Knight may not end up with the title here later tonight, as she has to defend that in a triple threat match.
And from Staten Island, New York, Jade Hudson.
Jade Hudson pulling up to her first ladder match here in SCW. Of course, that is going to be a hell of a title. Not only will you be the first woman tonight to ever be in the Ascension ladder match, you will be the first woman ever to win the Ascension ladder match. That is going to be a high honor. And I know Jade Hudson, who we haven't seen a lot of here in SCW, is definitely looking to stamp her mark here in SCW, and to be the first woman to climb that ladder and pull that briefcase down would definitely do the trick. Getting ready with this. You want to talk about first? Can't mention anything without this woman being named. SCW Women's Champion. First two-time SCW Women's Champion. This woman has accomplished a lot of firsts, and she can add to her record-breaking career here that's a bona fide Hall of Fame career in SCW if she were able to win this match tonight. And boy, oh boy, she's got some stiff competition, of course, but Quinn Ventura, being one of the aforementioned pillars of the women's division here in SCW, that would be an accomplishment among itself. But Quinn, of course, not the only two-time champ in this match. However, you know, she's had some bangers with Hana Dae in this, like in that squared circle. But tonight is going to be a different beast.
And representing the Alliance from Detroit, Michigan, the bombshell Kennedy Turner.
The hometown girl is back in the building, and man, this place would erupt if Kennedy Turner found a way to climb that ladder and pull down that briefcase holding that contract. And I've stated before in weeks ago, of course, the Awakening hasn't had a fun time here in 2025, but a victory here tonight would be epic for the Awakening going forward. And of course, with Kennedy Turner pulling down that title, pulling down that briefcase containing a title shot would be a jolt that the Awakening may need.
And from Salt Lake City, Utah, Kitiana Baker!
Kitiana Baker making her way down to the ring, somewhat the Salt Lake City powerhouse. Coming down, and again, this is another woman we've only got certain eyes on, but she has been super impressive here in SCW. Granted, not a lot of tape on this young lady, but she is looking to make a splash here tonight. And of course, what better way to make a name for yourself than to climb that ladder and pull the briefcase down and be the first woman ever to win this match. And here we go. Now, folks, I'm going to try and call this as much as I can as chaos is happening everywhere. And but before I go in, oh my God, coffin drop for Kennedy Turner. As much as I can go in here, I want to say thank you all for tuning in to this match. Thank you for tuning in all year this year, been supporting us as much as we have. We've seen growth here in SCW. And look at Baker. Baker with a powerbomb to Turner, my God. But folks, we couldn't have done this without you, and thank you for helping us and this channel grow. And you can continue to do so by hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, do us a favor, hit that like button if you're watching. Leave a comment in the comment section. Tell us what's the match you're looking forward to tonight, and just start that, and we definitely appreciate you. If you want to know when we go live, oh my God, Jade Hudson with a springboard moonsault, but she missed, and Kennedy climbing the ladder. Kennedy got her hands on that briefcase. No one is pulling her down, but no, Hana Dae, oh my God. Hana Dae pushes the ladder down, and Kennedy crashes into it. But yes, you all can hit that. And look at the power bomb again from Baker. You guys can hit that bell notification icon to know when we go live. Granted, our season will be ending here after tonight, but we will have some special things in store for you coming down the pipeline. So here we go. And look at this. All the women are in the ring, and Hana Dae's got a chair. She went right at the Quinn Ventura and hit her with the chair. Oh, now she hits Jade Hudson with the chair. It's just Baker and Dae, the only two women that were standing up. Now Quinn putting that ladder in the corner. What's Quinn thinking? The Baker and Sefina are roughing out outside. Oh, and Hana Dae with the leg sweep. And Hana throwing Quinn outside the ring. Now it is just Jade, Sefina, Hana Dae, and Baker in the ring. All these four women. And look at this. Oh, Dae just plants her away. Quinn Ventura back in the ring. Look at that drop kick. This is pandemonium, folks. That ladder's got to be placed back up. And Hana Dae. Oh, Train to Busan. Hits. And Quinn could be out of it. Jade Hudson and Jade and Hana. No. Jade. Excuse me, Kennedy tries to go for that coffin drop, and Hana rolled out of the way. Meanwhile, Jade herself is putting a table up on the outside. And now Quinn's back in the ring. Oh, and look at the knee from Quinn. And while Jade's going after Kennedy in the corner. And look at this. Oh, now Quinn climbing the ladder. Sefina stopping Quinn. Oh, Sefina pulling Quinn down. Now Baker, what's Baker doing? Oh my God, what a clothesline. And Quinn's climbing the ladder again. No one's stopping Quinn. Quinn's climbing that ladder. Baker's looking at her. But Baker's trying to find a way to get in front of her. Quinn still taking that ladder. Quinn, can someone get Quinn? Quinn pulls the briefcase down. Quinn Ventura is the first woman ever to win the Ascension ladder match. Wow. What a hell of a way to start. And she was about her business, as these women may have taken their eyes off the prize. Quinn Ventura was quick and precise. While all these women were distracted, Quinn Ventura ran up on that ladder and pulled down the briefcase. You see, like I was saying, pandemonium going on in this match. My God. The bodies were everywhere. And Sefina was the only woman to stop Quinn, but then Jade Hudson out of nowhere, Quinn ran up that ladder, and Quinn pulled down that briefcase. She was playing no games with y'all. My God. This is incredible, and fast as hell, too.
Here's your winner, and Miss Money in the Bank,
Quinn Ventura, your first SCW Women's World Champion, the first SCW two-time Women's World Champion, and now the first ever Ascension ladder match winner for the women's division. This is how you submit a Hall of Fame legacy, folks. Man, oh man, what a hell of a start to our evening. And if you're just tuning in, thank you all for tuning in when you can. And up next, we have a title match coming up, and it is now the SCW Television Champion that was just announced earlier in the week as Prixne Youngblood will defend that SCW Television Championship against not one but two men. And both of these men he could be familiar with, as he will be going up against Alex Perez and that certified crash out, one half of the SCW Tag Team Champions, Diaz Tatem. Folks, that match is coming up right now. Let's head down to the ring.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the SCW Television Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing Money Incorporated, from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 230 pounds, one half of the FCW Tag Team Champions, Yamashita Diaz!
Diaz Tatem felt slighted that he is not in the Ascension ladder match tonight, and he only blames Alex Perez for sticking his nose in his business. Granted, he did the same thing to Alex when Alex went up for the television championship a few weeks ago, but he didn't mention that in his little tirade. But Tatem feels like he should have those opportunities, but he is given those opportunities. But now, tonight, what I think is his first ever chance to go for a singles title. Not only that, he's going for a singles title while still having the other half of the SCW Tag Team Championships. So, as does his tag team partner, Reese Price, who will be facing Dwayne Fox for the SCW World title. Could you imagine if both Tatem and Price, and hell, even JT Money winning the Ascension match, and Tatem and Price go on to win their respective singles title matches tonight? Money Gang Inc. would be on the top of the world. You see Tatem got representing the two sides of him. And that is Yamashita and Tatem, who he says both men are one and the same. But I will always go out on a limb. The only thing I can agree on is both of them some bitches are crazy. But speaking of crazy, you want to talk about crazy? This man is dangerous personified. The ever dark and mysterious Alex Perez. Alex Perez, of course, was going for the television championship. It is the one championship he hasn't won in SCW, and this man is looking to add it to his belt collection, as it were. But again, he had an opportunity, but the man in the ring, Diaz Tatem, thwarted his plans, distracting him enough to where our current television champion was able to retain that title. But both these men believe in an eye for an eye, as Perez came down to the ring last week and cost Diaz Tatem a chance to be in that Ascension ladder match. Well, our beloved GM, Ian Jacobs, made this match official earlier this week, saying both you men are looking to have a prize, but they're also looking to beat the hell out of each other. You can do that here tonight, but it will have higher stakes, as the television championship will be on the line. Prixne Youngblood, of course, can still lose this match without getting pinned, and those two don't even care. I don't even think they care about the SCW Television Championship. But this man does. Prince Youngblood has been calling himself the man for the time being, and I gotta tell you folks, I think he is definitely starting to become the man around these parts. Of course, this man is his father's son, but also on that trail, he is looking to become his own person, and winning that SCW Television Championship has helped doing that. But tonight, let's see if he can keep that title around his waist, as folks, this is a triple threat match for the SCW Television Championship. First title defense of the night. We're gonna go down and get ready to start this match as you see Tatum ready to go. Perez violently ready to go. And Prince Youngblood with his teacher across from him, and here we go, the bell is rung, and Perez going right after Tatum, and Tatum dodges the drop kick, and Perez going right after Tatum himself. And look at this tilt-a-whirl Hurricane Rana, but a super kick to the back of the head. This match, I feel, is going to be high-paced. Look at that. Tatum goes up for something, misses. You got to think that's Yamashita's doing. Trying to go for all flash, but no substance. See, Alex Perez is decked out in his war paint, as he would like to call it, and he gets kicked with an enziguri. Now you got to figure out, Prince again doesn't have to be pinned to lose this championship. Tatum or Perez could pin one or another, and that title's out of hand. Speaking of which, Tatum's got that Louisville Slugger. Oh, and he hits Prince, and he beats Alex. He's looking to go after Prince, and no. And look at this, Tatum asserting his dominance, going right after the leg of Youngblood. And now look at this, Tatum showing off that strength, driving Alex Perez to the mat. Look at this, look at the strength of Prince. All three men were young up-and-comers at one point. Look at the double team. Look at the double team from teacher and student. But now the student throwing the teacher in the corner. Oh! Forearm shot and a kick with that exploder suplex. Tatum telling both men to come on. And looks like Prince is answering that challenge. Prince is, again, I want to point this out too. If Prince retains this title tonight, this would be his second title defense. We got to cover. No, not even a one count. Prince broke that up quick. But if Prince retains tonight, this would be his second title defense. And if he defends it one more time after that successfully, he could challenge for the SCW World Championship if he chooses. But he has to have at least 3 consecutive successful title defenses. Meanwhile, Perez is in the ring. He's got that kendo stick, but look at this. 305 driver. One, no. Not even a one count. Prince breaks that up. Tatum was waiting for Perez and hits him with that 305 driver and plants him. And now Prince is the only man standing. Perez coming up slow off his feet. And Prince locking in a domain expansion. But Perez breaks that up. And now look at this. Prince got him up. Made in heaven. Made in heaven hits. Prince going for the cover. Can he retain? No. Alex Perez breaks it up. And Tatum wisely rolling out of the ring. Death blow elbow! Death blow elbow out of nowhere! We got to cover! 1! No, kick out at 1. Wow! Holy hell. I thought Prince might have lost here. And look at this! Oh, Poison Rana! And now, Perez with the side suplex. And we got a cover. No. And look at this. Another Poison Rana. Turnabout is fair play. And now Prince on the outside. Oh, but Tatum breaks that up. Tatum, of course, the wild card in this match. He's got that kendo stick and takes it to the back of Perez. Perez with the arm drag. That kendo stick shot didn't affect him. And now look at this. Oh, we got a roll up. 1, no. Just a 1 count. Oh, but a drop kick to the back of the dome from Prince to Tatum. DDT. Prince is trying to keep both men down with a count. Springboard enziguri from Prince. Prince attacking the leg. And Prince knocking the chair out of Alex's hand. And now Alex trying to think of what his next move will be. He's got Prince in the corner. Alex. Oh, low blow from Tatum. And it's a legal move, man. Tatum with the cover, but Alex, no, Prince breaks it up. Imagine if that won the match, and oh, what a reversal from Tatum. Tatum's the only man standing. Now Alex being dragged, but look at this! What the hell? Prince tries to hit F out the way, but no, Tatum gets out of the way, reverses it. Alex throws that baseball bat, and now he gets introduced to a knee from Tatum. And now Tatum, he's got Alex on the outside, and Tatum's picking up Prince. Tatum's got him in the powerbomb position. No, snake eyes. And now these two men, but Perez gets back in the ring. And he's going to go pin Prince. This could be it. 1. No, kick out at 1. And Tatum. No. Capture German. And now a knee to Prince. And now what the hell is Tatum thinking? Tatum's back in the ring. But look at this. Alex. Down millionaire. Oh, but a knee from Perez. And now Perez looking, wrenching back on the nose of Prince. Holy hell. Student or not, Alex Perez doesn't care. There are no allegiances in this triple threat. And look at this, Meteora. Tatum's got his eyes on Alex though. Oh, that kendo stick. And he's beating Alex to death with it. And now Tatum's got Prince. Alex is on the outside, but Tatum, no. Tatum's got his focus on Prince, and Prince hits him with a drop kick. Alex has gotten Tatum. And now look at this. Throwing Tatum outside of the ring. What is Prince thinking? Prince hitting the ropes. Prince, take it to the sky. Oh my God. Prince connects. And Prince feeling it. But here comes Perez. Oh, but a big boot. And you hear the crowd standing. This is awesome. They had a hell of a match. All 3 men are giving it their all here. You see Prince telling Tatum to get up. Kendo sticks, baseball bats, chairs all over the place. Now Alex, oh, praying to the gods, but Tatum interrupts that and then T-poses. Emotes all on Alex, and oh, but pays for it. Prince, oh, gets hit with his own kendo stick from Alex Perez, and oh, that kendo stick shatters on the body of Prince. And now what is Alex thinking? Brainbuster on the outside, but Prince coming up and hitting Alex with a drop kick. Tatum's knocked out cold from that brainbuster. Alex throwing Prince over there to the outside. Further in, Prince over back. Prince on the outside. Tatum and Perez back in the ring. Tatum setting Alex up. No! He was going for that 305 driver. Missed. Look at this. But he F out the way connects. But Prince is here. Prince looking to take advantage. Drop kick. That sling blade into a drop kick. We got to cover. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 2. That's our first 2 count in this match. Perez slow to get up. And Tatum's got that bat and hits both men with the bat. Swung that bat like Barry Bonds. And we got a cover. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 2. Both men were hit with that bat. My God, you want to talk about a home run. Tatum swung for the fences. Now it is just Tatum and Perez in the ring. Alex sending Tatum to that corner. But Prince is back in. Prince, bottom to Perez. We got to cover. Can Prince retain? 1, 2, no. Tatum breaks it up. And now Tatum with the combos. Oh, that kick right to the jaw. And now Tatum's got the champ in his sights. F out the way. Gotta cover. No, not even a 1 count. Alex breaks it up. Oh, with a forearm shot. And now Tatum rolling out to the outside. It is now just Perez. Oh, Perez trying to go for another Deathblow elbow, but a super kick to the back of the head. Now Prince pulling Alex to the center of the ring. Could be going for that sharpshooter. He could be going for that sharpshooter. He got it locked in. Alex has got nowhere to go. But here comes Tatum. Tatum breaks it up. Prince wrenched back. It was almost over. Look at this. Springboard from Perez. Oh, and a knee shot. And look at this. Both men are down. 1, 2, 3. Holy shit, we got a new champ. New TV champion. What the shit? These men were beating the hell out of each other. And I knew this match was going to be fast-paced. It's kind of one of those things you blink and you miss it with their attacks. I did not expect this at all. Tatum hitting what he could. Every man had everything for the other person, but no one can get a count because one man was there to break it up. And I thought, look at the Deathblow elbow straight to the jaw. Didn't put Prince away. And then this F out the way from Tatum to Perez hits. This was pandemonium, folks. And you saw Tatum looking to hit F out the way. And that hits. But Alex was there to break it up. But there was just a running knee from Tatum. And he picks up the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner. And new SCW Television Champion, Yamashita Diaz.
This has been the year of Diaz Tatem. My God, this man felt like he was an afterthought here in SCW, but tonight you will have to recognize him as champion. Damn, man, what a hell of a match. Folks, that is our first title change of the night. Will we have many more? Let us know in the comments what you think may happen. Please, no spoilers for those who are coming back to watch. Man, I can't believe that happened. What a short title reign for Prixne Youngblood, but I know he's gonna want some get back at some point. But man, what a hell of a start to Ascension here tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I just want to let you guys know we have been doing this for 10 years and we haven't had a chance to celebrate all in 2025 only because, you know, we've had some personal issues and issues with the streams and everything else. But this year, 2026, we're coming back stronger and better than ever. But now, folks, we're going to keep this going as our next match. You want to talk about some bad blood in that triple threat? There is some bad blood in this one. And, folks, it is going to be only solved in an ambulance match. Leon Chase taking on the natural Isaac Murphy. Folks, that match is coming up right now. Let's head down to the ring. We await the arrival of Leon Chase. Getting ready for this ambulance match. And oh man, Chain Gang affiliated is Leon Chase.
Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 251 pounds, the Blueprint,
Leon Chase showing respect to the GOAT. John Cena had his retirement about a week ago in WWE, one of the greatest to ever do it in that square circle. And Chase, of course, showing and paying respects to who he feels is top 5 all time. I know he is definitely going to be tapping in to the thugonomics and the activities of one John Cena to tap in to that ruthless aggression that usually will come in these ambulance matches. Because God, he's gonna have to show it against this man here tonight.
And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 241 pounds, the natural Isaac Murphy.
Calculated, violent elegance is something I would explain Isaac Murphy's wrestling style and ability. This man has been a pain in Leon Chase's side ever since Leon popped up here in SCW. But Isaac Murphy feels as though Chase and any of these newcomers here in SCW are beneath him. Of course, this year hasn't looked well for Isaac Murphy, battling possibly a secret injury that no one knew about, which is why he was out of action for the time. But of course, since he came back, he's had his eyes on Leon Chase and almost tried to ruin this man's career even before it started here in SCW. But you want to talk about what 2025 is here in SCW? It is definitely on site is the theme this year, because these two men, if they are in the building together, one person is going to run up on the other one. And Isaac Murphy, I know he is focused on getting rid of Leon Chase once and for all, and throwing that man in that ambulance will do so. And speaking of the devil, here it comes.
Is an ambulance match. There are no pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, or countouts. The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent into the ambulance by any means necessary. After closing both doors, the remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Now, let the match begin.
And of course, Chase and Isaac Isaac laid back, and here we go. And Isaac trying to rush up on Chase. Chase not having it, and Chase with a clothesline. Taking him down. You see Chase with those pumps on. He's really got the Cena gear on tat. Chase, of course, beating the hell, wanting to get his hands on Isaac the entire time. I heard him say at one point he was definitely going to go to the trunk on Isaac, and not sure if that's really allowed, because if you know, you know, and if you don't know, don't Google it. Meanwhile, Isaac Murphy trying to dispose of Chase, and Chase with that reversal powerbomb. Again, you want to beat the hell out of your opponent to where they can't fight back to get that door open in that ambulance. Close that door and send the ambulance off. And what a hell of a punch from Chase. Leon Chase has had a good start to being an SCW, but of course, he's got to put his demons aside here and dispose of them as well. And I've been saying that a lot, because I feel as though Chase can't move on until he gets rid of Isaac Murphy. And you couldn't do this in a one-on-one style fashion match. No, Chase has dominated Isaac Murphy in that contest, as we saw at Third Strike. And what a hammer and what an axe handle from Isaac Murphy. And I mean, to Isaac Murphy from Chase, and Chase is just beating the hell out of Murphy again. It's like after that first match that they had, Leon Chase has been off a bean, as the kids would say. Chase is definitely more focused than Isaac Murphy. And now Leon Chase heading to that ambulance, and now opening up the ambulance doors and heading back in the ring, but Isaac Murphy keeping him away. And look at this, Isaac. Springboard, oh my God, DDT on the apron. But Leon Chase gets right up with that, but meets that sling blade. Now Isaac, oh, rope kick connects. Rope kick connects out of nowhere, and that could be it for Chase. Isaac Murphy taking Chase and throwing him into the ambulance. The crowd is booing, and now you see Chase trying to fight back from keeping that door closing. Isaac trying to force that strength and close that ambulance door. Oh, but Chase powering out of it. And now you see Chase. He's got him on his shoulders, and now Chase hitting like a pseudo attitude adjustment to Isaac Murphy into the ambulance, but now Isaac fighting back. Chase is trying to close that door on Murphy. Murphy's trying to show that side of strength, and now he does. Both men had fended off. Oh, and what a drop kick from Murphy. Ha, see what I did there? And now Murphy, gets speared by Chase. Chase, showing no hesitation, trying to get Murphy and end him in this ambulance match. Talking noise to Murphy here now. Chase throwing Murphy into the ambulance. He's going back to close those doors again. Can he do it this time? But this time he's got one door closed. He's going to shut the second. Pushing on. Murphy fighting back. And Murphy's hit both doors open. Oh, look at the chop from Murphy. But Chase fighting back. Chase throwing all those hands. Now Isaac Murphy reversed from Chase. And now Leon Chase climbing to the top of the ambulance. What the hell is this kid thinking? And now he goes for that dive and misses. Chase crashes and burns, and Isaac Murphy makes him pay for it with that clothesline. How the hell, man? Isaac Murphy got out of the way of that dive from Leon Chase, my God. Now these two men are fighting up the rampway. As now you see Leon Chase just beating the hell out of Isaac Murphy, throwing him up that rampway, and they're on the top of the ramp. And now Isaac set him up. Oh, a chop to Chase. Now Isaac Murphy showing that strength. Oh my God. Oh, dragon whip. Chase and Murphy, like I said, it was on site, and these two were just beating the hell out of each other anywhere possible. Now Isaac Murphy with a clothesline. And now Chase with the reversal. Chase hyped up. And now Chase trying to drag Murphy back down to the ambulance himself. But Murphy with a clothesline again. And now Chase, oh, little STO action. Like these two are just going band for band when it comes to violence. And who's gonna come out on top? And now, oh, Isaac Murphy with that forearm. Oh, no, oh no, oh, King's Gambit. King's Gambit on the top of the rampway. And the crowd is loving it. Isaac Murphy hitting Chase, but Chase getting right up. Chase with another little STO. And now Chase throwing Isaac back down. They almost hit that ambulance. Now Chase walking down back to the arena, but now he gets back in the ring. Isaac Murphy slow in pursuit, but now Chase meeting Isaac on the way down, and now Chase hitting Isaac with another forearm. Oh, and a European uppercut. They're fighting their way back up the ramp. I thought they were coming back down. It looks like Isaac Murphy doesn't want to fight on the ramp anymore. He's going to take it back into the ring, or at least ringside. Now Murphy's got Chase on his shoulders. But no, Chase pushes Murphy in the ambulance. What a hell of a sequence there. And now Murphy crawling out of the ambulance. Not enough to power those doors. And now Murphy fighting Chase back. And Chase, oh, elbow to the side of the dome. Chase was out cold. And now Murphy sending Chase. No, but Chase reverses. Oh, it hits Murphy in the head. Leon Chase trying to think of what happening next, but Isaac not having any of that. Isaac Murphy sending Chase into that ambulance. Ooh, what a chop. What a vicious chop from Murphy. Murphy, but no, Chase with the reversal. These two are just going reversal. Look at the chops from Chase. And now Chase, oh, with that slam onto the digital padded concrete. But now Chase throwing Murphy in the ring. Chase going up to the top rope. What's Chase thinking? Chase, elbow drop. And now Chase Architect Slam. Chase with the Architect Slam. Chase going up to the top rope. Up Red Eye. Red Eye hits. Chase got Isaac up on his feet. Now Chase throwing him. Throwing Isaac out, and Isaac is just out cold. And now Chase got him up again. Attitude adjustment into the ambulance. And now Chase looking to close the doors on Murphy. He's got one closed. Can he get the second one closed? Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, he does! Both doors are closed. The bell is rung and we have a winner. showing that hustle, loyalty, and respect won't be going anywhere. Not anytime soon. But damn, man, these two beat the hell out of each other. There's only these two could in this ambulance match. But Leon Chase taking it to Isaac Murphy. Murphy gets thrown in, but these two were fighting everywhere in the arena damn near. Murphy hitting Chase with that King's Gambit on the outside. And Murphy again doing what he can to wear Chase down, but Chase got back into the ring, and it was the Architect Slam into the red eye, and Chase putting away Murphy in that ambulance, winning this match.
Here's your winner, the
Leon Chase picks up an important victory here tonight in the ambulance match, putting away Isaac Murphy. Man, oh man, what a hell of a win here in his young career. And folks, we're going to keep this train going as we have our second title match here tonight. This time, it is for the women's world title, as Champagne Knight defends her title against both members of Fatal Influence, E-V-E and Lisa Valentine. Folks, that match is coming up right now. Let's head down to the ring.
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the SCW Women's World Wrestling Championship. Introducing the challenger from Benue State, Nigeria, the Warrior Princess, E-V-E.
E-V-E doesn't get a lot of title opportunities, but she has one in front of her tonight. But this match also includes her bestie, Lisa Valentine. So I wonder, will there be some shenanigans here tonight, or will E-V-E be the woman in charge and take charge in this match so she can capture her first ever SCW Women's World Championship? I gotta say this, folks, this woman is about her business, and you gotta wonder if she's gonna be able to put her friendship aside with her and Lisa and be able to pull out the victory here tonight. But if I believe if anyone can do it, it is gonna be E-V-E. But this is a case of how she may try to pull this off.
Introducing the challenger from Austin, Texas, Lisa Valentine.
Lisa Valentine pulling up to the function in her best dressed. As you saw, the new Street Fighter teaser trailer dropped recently. And now, of course, the ever big Cammy fan that Lisa Valentine is it wouldn't be a Lisa Valentine match at a big event if she didn't come up here dressed as her favorite Street Fighter character. And one thing I wanted to point out, she has never not shown up here at an event dressed as Cammy, and she's got some good luck anytime she does this. Will luck be able to be on her side tonight. Because I can tell you now, I don't think E-V-E is going to be on her side. Those two women are friends to the end. But tonight, that friendship is going to be tested because there is a title on the line. And speaking of which, here comes the world champion.
And introducing the champion from Las Vegas, Nevada, the SCW Women's World Wrestling Champion,
Champagne Knight pulling up with that SCW Championship. This is going to be our hardest title defense because she's going up against, I mean, these two women are partners. So this could easily turn into a 2-on-1 situation. But Champagne Knight isn't deterred. She is ever focused on keeping that SCW title around her waist and go into 2026 as champion. Of course, she's raising that title above her head. Will she be able to leave with that title here tonight? And of course, folks, this is our second title defense here tonight as the SCW Women's World Championship is on the line. You see Lisa ready to go. E-V-E's also locked in. And now Champagne Knight. Again, this could be a 2-on-1 situation, handicap match, and here we go. And E-V-E going straight after Champagne Knight. But look at this! Lisa already going after E-V-E. So that friendship is thrown out the window. Now Champagne Knight throwing those elbows to E-V-E. Now what's Champagne thinking here? Champagne pulling out the arms. Look like a hair pull. Ain't no hair there though. But Lisa's got Champagne in the corner. And now Lisa's dragging E-V-E. But not, like I thought this was going to be a 2-on-1. They quickly forgot that. Will be no teamwork here tonight. It is every woman for themselves. And look at this. E-V-E. Oh my God. Knee to the jaw. Lisa trying to become two-time SCW Women's Champion. E-V-E looking to become her first, get her first SCW Women's title. And of course, Champagne trying to retain, but that's going to be very difficult because again, in these triple threat matches, Champagne Knight doesn't need to be pinned or submitted to lose her title. But meanwhile, Champagne going for a cover. No. Nice little roll up there for Champagne, but couldn't even get a 1 count there. Now E-V-E fighting back. Oh, look at the hurricanrana from Lisa. And oh, kick to the side of the dome to Lisa Valentine, and her and Champagne are the only two women in the ring. With a forearm shot, but now, oh, E-V-E's got Bianca. That sledgehammer. She already hit Lisa with it, and now she hits Champagne Knight with it. E-V-E flexing her muscles after brutalizing both Champagne and Lisa with Bianca, the sledgehammer. Now E-V-E setting up in the corner. She could be going for that spear, but no, didn't get it. Now she's throwing Champagne Knight over. And look at this. Got met with a kick from Lisa. Lisa trying to gain some momentum in this match. And look at this. All three women are fighting, but Champagne Knight is fighting Lisa. And Lisa throwing Champagne Knight out of the ring. And now it's E-V-E and Lisa Valentine. And both women have decided to go right after Champagne Knight. But E-V-E beating, I guess that was suckered. And now E-V-E, the only woman standing right now. She's got Champagne and throwing Champagne back in the ring. And now you see E-V-E side suplex. And now you see Lisa picking up E-V-E, showing that strength. Now Lisa, with a forearm shot. E-V-E with a big boot taking Lisa down. And we got a cover. 1. No, kick out at 1. It looks like for a second there, E-V-E and Lisa Valentine were on the same page, trying to beat up Champagne Knight. But the moment they got to the outside, E-V-E forgot where she was from and proceeded to go right after Lisa. Meanwhile, Champagne Knight throwing Lisa into the corner. And now E-V-E, oh, with a neck breaker for good measure. And of course, Champagne covering E-V-E. Oh, but no, it's broken up. Look at this. Suplex! Different from Lisa Valentine, and now she's going after E-V-E. DDT! To her fatal influence sister. Now all 3 women are on the outside, but look at this. Oh, Nightfall DDT! And now Champagne flexing, but E-V-E's got that chair, and she hits both women with it. Holy hell. Now E-V-E got Lisa. Oh! Side suplex hits. And another for good measure. And E-V-E is on top. She's got to get one of those ladies back into the ring. Looks like E-V-E's getting back in the ring herself, and Champagne's following. And now Champagne out of nowhere. Last call. Last call hits. And we got a cover. 1. No. Kick out. No, excuse me. Not a kick out, but a breakup by Lisa Valentine, who hits a deadlift German to Champagne Knight. Now E-V-E, and E-V-E with a spear. E-V-E speared Lisa Valentine, and Lisa is out. But Champagne Knight's not giving E-V-E no time to make a pin, but now Champagne with the pin. 1, 2, 3, no, 2.999. Lisa was able to kick out at the last moment. And now it is E-V-E and Lisa back in the ring. Drop down. And now E-V-E. Side slam. We got a cover. 1, 2. No. Kick out at 2. That sidewalk slam. Excuse me. E-V-E hit that. Now she's pulling up Lisa. Lisa trying to use her quickest. Chaos cutter. Psycho cutter. Psycho cutter. E-V-E is out. Lisa is still standing. Now Lisa telling E-V-E to get on her feet. Lisa going with that drop kick, but no, just came up short. Lisa gets speared again. And now Champagne going for the cover. E-V-E broke it up this time. And now Champagne fighting E-V-E off. Man, this match has gone a whole different way than I thought it was going to be. There's a good chance we still can have a new champion. But I have no idea, as E-V-E is showing that strength, but no, roll up, 1, 2, no, kick out at 2. Holy hell. And now Champagne and Lisa are only 2 women on the inside of the ring, while E-V-E's knocked out on the outside. And Champagne taking full advantage of Lisa in the ring. Stomping on the back of her head is Champagne Knight. And Champagne's got Bianca. Lisa gets out of the way, but she doesn't get out of the way of that one. Gut shot, and we got a cover. 1, 2, no, E-V-E breaks up the pin. Now E-V-E with a mean shoulder tackle to Champagne Knight. E-V-E picking up Champagne. Champagne gets out of the way, and oh, look at the kick from Lisa. And now Champagne getting her space while E-V-E hits that backbreaker. Now you see Lisa rolling on the outside. E-V-E's got Champagne in the corner, wrenching on the arm there. Now Now E-V-E has got Champagne and taking her to the other side of the corner. Look at the strength from E-V-E, the warrior princesses. Oh! Coast to coast to Champagne Knight. And now E-V-E is starting to slow down the pace. But now Lisa's back in the ring with that chair, and E-V-E fall away slam. And Lisa hitting E-V-E with that chair. And now Lisa's going for the cover. We could have a new champ. 1, 2. No! Kicked out at 2. Lisa's beside herself. She thought she was able to put away E-V-E. Champagne Knight with the reversal. And a neck breaker there. Now, but E-V-E's got that kendo stick, and she breaks it over Lisa. And now E-V-E's going for the pin. 1, 2. No, kick out at 2. Holy hell. Oh! The second last call hits. We got a cover. 1, 2. No. Lisa Valentine was able to break that up. I thought that might have been over with. That last call came out of nowhere. DDT. Damn near on the chair, I thought. But that last call just missed the chair. Now Lisa picking up E-V-E. Now E-V-E's trying to gain some ground, and oh! Slam there. Now E-V-E. Champagne Knight's got that bat. E-V-E's in the corner, ready for that spear. But no, the spear doesn't connect. But Champagne Knight knocks out both women with that bat. And we got a cover. 1, 2, 3. Champagne retains. Champagne retains. Man, oh man, I want to say the MVP of the night may be that Louisville slugger of a bat. He's coming that play in both the triple threat matches. As you see, E-V-E and Lisa Valentine pretty much decided we ain't friends in this match. I want that title. I don't even care how we get it. They just beat the hell out of each other. Champagne Knight was there to capitalize at every turn as E-V-E kept hitting Lisa with spears and Lisa hitting E-V-E with that psycho cutter. But these two women couldn't put their things aside for one woman to come out with the victory. But it was just a matter of time. Champagne found her spot and hitting that last call for the second time, but it was the Louisville Slugger bat that ended up Champagne getting the 1, 2, 3 and retaining.
And still SCW Women's World Wrestling Champion, Champagne Knight.
Champagne Knight retains her women's championship, and you gotta give it to her. She took hella advantage of those two's miscommunication. So you gotta wonder what's gonna end up happening to Fatal Influence going forward. And speaking of going forward, folks, we're gonna keep this train moving. As we get the ring cleared up, we have our final title defense here of the night as Dwayne Fox defends the SCW World Championship against the Big Wave, Reese Price. Man, this match is gonna be King Kong versus Godzilla, and I can't wait to tune into this kaiju battle. Let's head down to the ring for our final title defense of the evening.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the FCW World Wrestling Championship.
from the Black Seas. It is the big monster himself, the big wave. Reese Price, one half of the SCW Tag Team Champions and also representing Money Gang Inc. He was able to get in this match by becoming the first man to successfully defend his SCW World Championship, his SCW Television Championship, successful 6 times. He's the first man to ever do that. And of course, he is going after that SCW World Championship. We haven't seen a double champion like that in a long time. You see Reese Price dressed as one of his idols, Morishima, one of the most violent big men to ever be in that squared circle. And he's going to need to tap into it because, folks, the champ is here, and that means it is Big Oos time. You see the SCW World Champion coming down to the ring, but it's a somber moment because he is the only male member of the Samoan Society that is in attendance tonight. But all 3 members, Aku, Makani, and Nakoa, have all been put on the injury list from Money Gang Inc. Each member had a hand in beating down the members of the Samoan Society, so Dwayne Fox couldn't have any backup. But our beloved GM Ian Jacobs had foreseen this and made sure that no one from Money Gang Inc., and just to be fair, no one from the Samoan Society can come down to the ring at any point. They are banned from ringside. And in Money Gang Inc.'s case, if any one of those members come down to the ring at all, they will have their contracts terminated from SCW. Now, he's also stated, and this is unfair, I think it's personally unfair, but it's just, if anybody comes out and interrupts this match, consequences will be had from both sides. So it is just going to be a straight one-on-one battle between the Big Oos and the Big Wave. Of course, I also want to bring up some history here. The last time these 2 men met one-on-one, it was to determine who would face Isaac Murphy for that SCW World Championship. And I gotta say, folks, Dwayne Fox ended up winning that match and going on to becoming SCW World Champion. Later down, granted it was later down the line as shenanigans were in play for that SCW title when he got his first title shot. But now, these 2 are meeting again, and I have a feeling that Reese Price ain't forgot how that match ended. He is looking to get his get back in a major way because this one has even bigger stakes than the first match they had. But I don't think Dwayne Fox is thinking about the past. He is only thinking about the present and keeping that SCW World title around his waist. And you see the Big Oos just solo tonight, but he has the Samoan Society with him in spirit. So he's looking at the crowd, ready to get focused for this title defense, a major one at that. Big Oos raising that title high above his head. as he is ready to defend that against any and all challengers. But this challenger in front of him can be, and it will be, the biggest challenge Dwayne Fox has faced. Gotta give it. I want to say thank you all for sticking around and tuning in. We are one more match away here, but right now it is for the SCW World Championship. We're gonna go back down to the ring for ring introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 327 pounds, one half of the FCW Tag Team Champions, Big Wayne Reese Price. And his opponent from the Polynesian Islands, weighing in at 274 pounds, the FCW World Wrestling Champion, Dwayne Fox.
You see Dwayne Fox looking at that title, handing it to the ref. And of course, Reese Price seeing that one prize that he wants in his possession more than anything. And that, my friends, is what this match is going to be about. Reese Price versus Dwayne Fox Part 2. Big meaty men slapping meat. Here we go. Look at the pounds from Fox. Fox sending Reese Price damn near to Jupiter. But Price getting back up and trying to dictate the speed of this match. Of course, both men powerhouses in their own right. And now Fox back on his feet. Look at the clothesline. And now Fox deadlift, showing the strength. That is a 327-pound man that he has above his head. My God. Now Fox, but Price taking the leg out of Fox. And now you see Dwayne Fox fighting back. Tossing Reese Price to the side. But Price, quick reversals here from Price. Price with those hammer fists. But no, Fox with the reversal. Now Fox, of course, keeping the speed up. Fox showing that strength again, slamming him on the mat and still going after that leg. And you see Fox's hype. I mean, you can't see it because the turnbuckle's in the way, but I imagine he's hype. And look at a power slam from the world champ. And Dwayne, second rope. Dwayne telling, and then look at that. No, Price gets out of the way. Now Price gets reversed by Fox. Fox got Price over his shoulders, but no, Price with the reversal. Price showing his own strength here. And look at the power slam from Price. And Reese Price wrenching back on the face of Dwayne Fox. But Fox gets out of that quick. Reese Price wrenching back on the arm, and Reese charged up. Now what's Reese Price thinking? Oh, axe handle, but no. Fox gets out of the way. Fox going for that back elbow, but no. Price gets out of the way. Look at this, Price showing that strength, trying to keep Fox down. Look at the hammer, those axe handles. And now look at Price just throwing hands and feet in the kitchen sink, but Fox with a clothesline. Reese Price over the shoulder. He's telling Price to come on. Spine buster. Now Fox going up to the top rope. Could we see that big splash? No! Price gets out of the way, and what a drop kick from Price. The Big Oos missed that big splash. And now Reese Price pulling Dwayne Fox away from the ropes. had something there, but he couldn't get it. And now Price picking Dwayne up. That running powerbomb. Fox is out. We got to cover. 1. No, kick out at 1. And now Price going for another cover right there. And he's got the feet on the ropes. But the ref saw it. Ref wasn't going to count it. Now what a headbutt from Price. Now Price on the second rope. Oh my God! What the hell? That was a low tide. 1, 2, no! Was that a super low tide to keep Dwayne Fox out? Is Price going for it again? But Fox gets up and what a shoulder tackle and knocks down the ref too. The ref is knocked out, getting knocked around by Price. Price knocking out Fox. Look at the power slam. And now Price going back up to the top rope. Price, biggest moonsault ever. But the ref is out. No one's there to count. And you hear the crowd loving this. Reese Price with those big forearms to the back of the dome. My goodness. Now Price going for that headbutt, no, but Fox gets out of the way. The ref slow to get up, and oh, Fox with that big boot. Reese Price just getting clubbed from Fox there. Fox with a heavy gut punch. And now Fox, oh, with that deadlift. Look at the strength from Fox. Power slam. And now Fox picking Reese up. That stalling suplex. That again is a 327-pound man. And oh, stalling suplex. Dwayne Fox. Elbow drop. Dwayne is turning up, it seems. And now he's flexing, the world champ, showing those muscles. And now, I don't know what Dwayne Fox is thinking. Looks like he's thinking of going under the top rope. Could he be going for that splash again? No. He's telling Reese to get on his feet. Axe handle. And now we got a cover. 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2. Fox got him up. Spirit bomb. Spirit bomb hits. But Fox didn't go for the cover. Now he does. Ref count 1, 2, no. Kick out at 2. Reese Price is still in this match. And now Dwayne Fox trying to go for that Samoan spike. No, but Fox gets reversed by Price. And now Reese Price using that. Oh! He's got all that weight and planted that leg on Dwayne Fox. And now Fox on the ground. And now Price pulling up. We got the low tide. Low tide hits. And that may be it. But wait, what's Price? Price going back up. Another super low tide. Super low tide. Again. And we got a cover. 1, 2, 3. He did it. Reese Price did it. We have a new world champion. Dwayne Fox did what he could to put Reese Price away. But that I'm gonna say, I never thought I could see what would put Dwayne Fox away. But it was one. It wasn't one, but 2 low tides. You see right here, Price launching Dwayne Fox across the ring. And then you saw that super low tide from the second rope. I thought that might have been it right there, but Dwayne Fox found a way to still be in this match. Price with the biggest moonsault ever. That would normally put a man away, but the ref was out. He couldn't get a count. Fox trying to gain position but couldn't keep Price down. Dwayne Fox even picked him up and hit that spirit bomb, another move that would put Min away. But Reese Price dug deep and kicked out. But this was the beginning of the end right here, as it was just a low tide. That one hits, but to put further salt on the wound, super low tide, putting away the big Oos for the 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner, and new SCW World Wrestling Champion, Big Wave Reese Price.
Reese Price is your new SCW World Champion. And Money Gang Inc. goes 2 for 2 tonight when it comes to titles. We have a new television champion and a new SCW World Champion. Both tag team members of the Money Gang Inc. leave with singles titles. But can they go 3 for 3 holding that SCW Ascension briefcase with the title shot in hand? And God, if JT Money goes on and wins that match, is that an insurance policy? Man, oh man. Well, folks, it is time for our main event of the evening, as we will now see the SCW Ascension ladder match to determine who is your number one contender for next year's Malice in Wonderland to face Reese Price, possibly for that SCW World title. I'm going to stop talking, folks. Let's head back down to the ring for our main event of the evening.
They screaming bloody murder. I'm screaming bring the pain. They throw
The following contest is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And it's for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 220 pounds, J-Dubble.
J-Dubble was one of the first men to qualify for the Ascension ladder match. Now let me tell you a little history, folks. Way back when, we used to do former champions would be represented in this ladder match along with any newcomers. These were guaranteed spots in the ladder match. However, our GM Ian Jacobs decided to shake things up and to have qualifying matches. However, if you are the current strong style champion, you get an automatic bid into the Ascension ladder match. And of course, Antoine Cartier is in this match, but let's talk about J-Dub, a foe of Cartier's, who I know he is very interested in, considering that both these men have had their trials and tribulations. I don't know why I said turbulations. That's not even a word. But J-Dub has had a hell of a 2025 in SCW, and what a way to put the exclamation point on it. If you were to come down with that contract and come back to Malice in Wonderland for a number one title, to be the number one title contender.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
And representing the Alliance from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 241 pounds,
James Lee could be seen as an afterthought. I said earlier this evening that the Awakening have not had a good 2025, but this man in particular definitely has probably had one of the worst stretches in his career, to the point to where some folks say he lost his smile. But in past weeks at Showdown Third Strike, he even had to face his own teammate, his brother, Adrian Angel, one-on-one. And I don't know if Angel was able to beat some sense into James Lee, or would that ignited another fire in James Lee to continue on. But James picked up a victory against Diaz Tatem to qualify for this title match. And folks, man, James Lee has got to be thinking it's his time. This, more than anything, this will prove that he still has it, because it'll be him versus 5 other men to go up and climb up and grab that briefcase, and he will become the #1 contender for that SCW World Championship, something that he is very familiar with, as he looks to become a 2-time SCW champion. And speaking of,
And from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 243 pounds,
Landon Kelly finally won the Ascension ladder match last year and became SCW World Champion at Malice in Wonderland, the one title that has evaded his career for the past 10 years. He finally was able to get that monkey off of his back and become SCW World Champion, something that some folks thought that he may never be able to accomplish. But him becoming SCW World Champion, to me, has probably unlocked the worst of Landon Kelly. Just don't like his attitude. But if he can lightning strike twice here tonight, if Landon Kelly can come down and pull that briefcase down, I'd be amazed.
and representing Money Incorporated from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 233 pounds, Money.
Money Gang Inc. tonight has gone for 2 for 2, winning the Television Championship and the SCW World Championship. Will this be an insurance policy if JT Money comes down with that briefcase and Money Gang Inc. reigns supreme all of next year? But I gotta think that no one in this match is gonna allow that to happen, because everyone, I want to say from the outside, probably not JT Mutton, probably not as much J-Dubble, but everyone has beef with JT Money at some point. That man might be public enemy #1. And I know this man is wanting to get his hands on JT Money.
Tonight's entertainment.
And from New York, weighing in at 238 pounds, the legend,
J Omega hasn't been seen in a minute, but he was able to qualify for this ladder match. And of course, in olden rules, he would have qualified because he was a former SCW World Champion. But he was able to defeat Bruce Stubbs to earn his spot in this ladder match. But I wonder how focused is J Omega, because I know he's been wanting to get his hands on JT Money for the longest time, and now he may able to do so. Will J Omega be locked in to try and get his hands on that #1 contendership contract, or will he let rage inspire him and going after JT Money, taking his eyes off the prize? You see Omega's got that war paint, But of course, here comes a new challenger.
And from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 221 pounds, the SCW champion, Antoine Carter.
Antoine Cartier getting blown in by the Chicago wind. Dressed in his Sunday best, I would say. Getting purple boots on and everything. Got the Lakers colors ready to roll. This is his first Ascension ladder match, of course. But you got to know that J-Dubble and him also being the two new rookies in this match. They are the only rookies in this match. Now I think about it. Everybody else has been a SCW veteran, but will one of these gentlemen come down and pull that briefcase down from the top rope? I said the top rope, I meant from the top. It's only gonna mean so much more to that man if he's able to do the accomplishment. And here we go, we're gonna start the ladder match. And folks, I'm gonna tell you now, you know it's chaotic. I'm gonna try and call this as best as I can. You see Omega already with the ladder in the ring. But James Lee is right there to stop him. James Lee is not playing no games. Oh, and let a suplex. Now you see JT Money, Antoine Cartier, Landon Kelly, and J-Dubble all on the outside. Meanwhile, James Lee is just crossed the outside as well. But that's left. That left Omega in the center of the ring. Omega got the ladder up. Omega's going up to the ladder. He's going to go grab the briefcase. And J-Dubble is in the ring. And he's pushing the ladder. And down goes, oh my God. Down goes Omega. And look at the moonsault from J-Dubble. And look at this, man. J Omega's still the only man in the ring, and he's got the ladder up again. Now he's climbing that ladder, but now James Lee's coming back in the ring. James Lee now pushes that ladder over, and Omega strike two. And James Lee hitting that O to D-Lo. Just look at this, man. Oh! Omega hits the stroke. Pause if needed to James Lee. And oh! Of course, James Lee, JT Money, and Antoine Cartier are only in the ring, while Omega, J-Dubble, and Landon Kelly are still on the outside. Now JT Money's got that ladder, but no! Cartier kicks JT. Now Cartier whipping JT's legs. Landon Kelly's got a table, and he's bringing a table in the ring. Now it is Landon Kelly, J-Dubble, and JT Money and Cartier in the ring. Meanwhile, James Lee and Omega are fighting on the outside. Oh! These two men, look at this. What's Cartier thinking? Cartier, a stomp to the back of Kelly. Cartier's fighting J-Dubble, and of course those two were on site. Oh, Poison Rana delivered to JT Money from Landon. Landon throwing Cartier to the corner. Cartier with the reversal. Shoulder tackle from Cartier. Cartier's got the ladder. J Omega looking to put away James Lee. James with a reversal, but J-Dub's got that chair and knocking the hell out of JT Money. I mean, knocking the hell out of James Lee and J Omega. Omega lead J-Dubble on the outside. Cartier joining the fray, but it's Landon Kelly. Landon hitting the melatonin shot. He's got his eyes set on JT Money, but no! Somebody pulls Landon Kelly down. The camera can check it, but now look at this. Landon's got Landon's got J-Dubble on his shoulders. J-Dubble reverses. J-Dubble hits a springboard forearm. Now J-Dub's got that table and knocking JT Money down. Now J-Dub's setting that table up. And now, look at this. What's Omega? Omega's got JT Money on that table, but JT Money reverses. And now JT Money wrenching back. He's got a bully choke. It's JT Money, Omega, J-Dubble, and Landon Kelly in the ring. Antoine Cartier joins the fun, and James Lee does too. Who is gonna go on to Malice in Wonderland? Folks, thank you all for tuning in. Oh my God! James Lee just threw J-Dub out of the ring, almost hitting that ladder. Meanwhile, the ladder is set up in the ring. And now Cartier is climbing that ladder. Cartier's going for the briefcase. And Omega's pushing that ladder, and down goes Cartier. Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to win this ladder match? This is our main event. The winner of this ladder match goes down for the main event for the SCW World Championship at Malice in Wonderland. It is pandemonium everywhere. Bodies are everywhere, man. Look at this, J-Dub. Oh, dead calm. On the ladder, JT Money is out. Oh, now J-Dub hitting the Uzumaki barrage to the jaw of James Lee. Meanwhile, in the ring, it is Omega, Kelly, and Cartier. Omega's reaching back on that arm for that Kimura lock. And look at this. Cartier is ducking everything Omega's got to show him. Now Kelly trying to get somebody thrown. God, there's just bodies everywhere. My God. That chair's down. That table's down. JT Money and J-Dubble are on the outside. Look at him getting wrenched back. And look at that foot to face from Omega. Cartier is in the ring, but he is knocked out. Now Omega's got a kendo stick. J-Dub's back in the ring, going straight for that ladder, but no! Omega's knocked J-Dub out with that kendo stick, and now he's going back after Cartier. Now Omega's been thrown out. It is Kelly and Cartier. JT Money! JT Money gets hit on the ladder, my God! That was vicious from Landon Kelly. It is just bodies everywhere. Look at the knee strike. And Omega going for something. James Lee gets out of the way. We got the chair. The stairs are in the ring. How the hell did that get there? Now James Lee, oh my God, he power bombs Omega out the outside. Holy hell. James Lee has gone crazy here, and Omega's back. Oh, and Cartier hits Omega with a forearm. A little bit of dirty boxing from James Lee. James Lee with the back of the with those elbow shots to the back of the head to Cartier. And Lee, no, gets reversed. Kelly throwing Lee out of the ring. Brooklyn Zoo to Landon Kelly. And now Omega going back. Got that ladder set up. And J-Dub's climbing that ladder. Going after that briefcase. Can he get his hands on it? No! James Lee pushes the ladder down. You see Omega and Cartier. Cartier flips with the reversal. So does Omega with the jawbreaker. Bodies are everywhere, folks. Good Lord, this main event is chaotic. James Lee, James Lee throwing Omega over the top rope and hitting Kelly with the... And now James Lee's on that, back on the ladder, going for the briefcase. James Lee hit Kelly with that top shelf, but it didn't last. And now these men, everyone, James Lee is on the ground. JT Money's knocked out. It looks like Omega and J-Dubble are in there. And now Cartier beating the hell out of James Lee. Oh, Omega beating the shit out of Landon Kelly. Omega and Kelly have a history. And look at this, JT Money with the reversal. Now Omega with a clothesline to Lee. Omega throwing JT Money over the top rope. And now James Lee setting up that ladder again. Oh, J-Dub throwing James Lee into that ladder. Now J-Dub climbing that ladder. Going up for the briefcase again. But Cartier sees J-Dub and ends his fun, pushing the ladder over. And James Lee's got Cartier on his feet. Oh! Gut buster from Lee. James Lee gets thrown over the top rope. Everybody's getting thrown over. There's J-Dubble, JT Money, Omega, and Cartier in the ring. Oh! Snapdragon suplex. Now it's JT Money. He's only JT Money and Cartier in the ring. That ladder is not set up. Now James Lee with a little bit of dirty boxing to the Chicago Pimp. And look at this. Look at the teamwork. JT Money and James Lee on the ladder. Now James Lee saying screw all that. J-Dub's back in the ring. Oh! Uzumaki barrage! Again to the jaw, James Lee. James gets thrown over the top rope. Now it is just Omega with a code breaker to JT Money. And Omega's got that ladder. Can he set it up? This will be the perfect time. Omega climbing that ladder. Can he get to the briefcase? No, but Cartier stops him. And what the hell? Suplex. Suplex to the outside. J-Dub to Landon Kelly. What the hell? Dead calm onto the ladder. J-Dub is on one. Oh, and break the bank connects. James Lee is out. It is just JT Money, Antoine Cartier, James Lee, and Landon Kelly in the ring. Landon's got that ladder. Cartier running around when he knows what he's wanting to do. He's straight to J-Dub and throwing J-Dub out of the ring. I believe in the ring it is Lee, JT Money, Landon Kelly, and J Omega. J-Dub now is back in the ring. J-Dub throwing JT Money on the outside. Landon Kelly is getting thrown to the outside from Omega. And look at the European uppercut from J-Dub. And now it's just James Lee and J Omega are the only two men left in the ring. And now Lee's trying to go for the super kick, but no, JT Money's beating him on the side. And now, wait! JT Money knows this. Breathe easy! JT Money knows that move all too well. And now it is just James Lee, Cartier, Omega, J-Dub, and Landon Kelly in the ring. A little bit of dirty boxing again from Lee. And Cartier throwing Landon Kelly on the outside. Meanwhile, pile driver from James Lee. Shoulder tackle delivered. Landon's out. James Lee slow to get up. J Omega's coming down. And look at the knee strike there. Oh, top shelf! Top shelf hits! And now, Landon Kelly wrenching on the back of the neck. And James Lee got that ladder set up. Landon's climbing the ladder. And now, and you see J-Dub trying to stop Landon. And Cartier's trying to push that ladder over. He can't do it. And now James Lee's on the top. He's got his hands on the briefcase. Can he do it? Can he do it? He does! James Lee is your 2025 Ascension ladder match winner. My God, what have I seen? This match was nuts. Bodies everywhere. Not one man can gain position on that ladder. But James Lee did the thing that people thought no one could do. If you had this in Vegas and you had James Lee taking it, my God, you might be a rich man or woman. You don't discriminate. You see this. This was nuts, man. Every man for himself. Bodies, ladders, chairs, tables. Everything was everywhere. And you saw it breathe easy out of nowhere. But it was James Lee doing the improbable. The impossible has been completed.
And Mr. Money in the Bank,
James Lee finally does it. He is your winner for this year's Ascension Max. Folks, thank you all for tuning in. We will see you next year on this YouTube channel. You take care of yourselves and happy holidays and have a happy new year.